this chair is uncomfortable.
Good. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll now start with the Fiji press conference, starting with Coach Simon Walui and Captain Wasia Nayathalevu. We'll open the floor straight away for questions, starting in the back row, please.
Hi, congratulations on this win. This is Rugby News Service. Sorry, how did you manage to turn things around at halftime when you were down 0-9? What did you say to your players?
Obviously, we didn't. All credit to Georgia. They played really well in the first half. They controlled the tempo. They were first to everything, so we were a bit on the back foot, but we didn't help ourselves in terms of our basics. Too many turnovers. We lost a few lineouts, so we were kind of playing on the back foot. So we just said, basically, let's get back to the basics. Carry clean, get over the vantage line, hold the ball, and put some pressure back on them. And we managed to get some pressure on them, score some points in the second half, and get the result. But to be fair to Georgia, they controlled that first half and potentially could have gone in at halftime with a bigger score. So proud of the boys to get the result, but there are plenty of things to work on.
Second question in the middle.
Where did the strategy of your game go in the match?
Where?
You can say French if you like. There's translation.
Dis en français, c'est pas
Où est passée la stratégie de votre équipe durant ce match?
We obviously we're getting bitten to the punch a little bit in the first half. So Georgia were very good getting around the corner, media and runners, meeting them on the gain line. So we didn't get the momentum in the first half. Too many turnovers as well. We piggybacked them back into our half with mistakes, and they put pressure. They're a very good team. We respected them right from. We know Georgia well. We've played them a number of times. A very good team, and we knew they would be up for it. So we needed to match them better in the first half. Fortunately, we rectified that in the second half. Made a few changes, and we're lucky to come away with the result.
Go here on the right, and then two questions here on the left.
Hi Simon, obviously there's one game still to go, but you're now in a good position to make the quarterfinals. Could you just sum up what that would mean to you, the players, and to Fijian rugby?
Yeah, I'm really just worried about Portugal coming up. We've got to take care of business, prepare well, and put out a performance. Because if we look too far past that match, we're going to slip over. So we have to really knuckle down, make sure this preparation of this week is nailed. We make sure we do the right things and come out and play our best football against Portugal.
So in the second row, sorry, to start with, and then the third row.
Simon, you were very clinical against Australia 2 weeks ago. Today it felt like you were overplaying a bit. How do you explain this difference, and is that a good lesson for the future?
Yeah, very good lesson. We got a bit away from a few of the things that we needed to do, and that comes down to possession as well. So when you don't have possession, you get it, you tend to overplay a little bit. We dropped too many balls, and that was pressure from Georgia, stripping us in the tackle, losing the ball in contact. A number of lineouts we turned over, so you tend to overplay there. So we had to get back to the basics. We weren't as clinical as we were against Australia, but we live to fight another day.
So third row, then in the front, and then over.
Bula, how big is the relief today, and is this result a miracle? Seems a miracle.
No result's a miracle. You win or you lose, so you can draw. So obviously Georgia played very well, and all credit to them. I thought they were very clinical in the first half. Forwards, they were very strong. Back three, they're very dangerous with the counter-attack. So, yeah, the good thing about this team is potentially in the past we would have gone down 9 points and maybe tried to chase the game too much and fallen further behind. This team behind the leadership of Weiss stuck at it, fought. It wasn't a tidy game, but managed to come away with that result. So, all credit to the players for solving it on the field in the second half.
So next question in the front, and then we're coming over here next.
Say, just our lineouts, where do we think, was it in communication or between the caller and the hooker?
Yeah, how much? It's only about half an hour after the match, so haven't had time to have a look at it. We'll obviously review it. Lineout's been going well, but there's a couple we lost in the first half that gave us momentum. So we'll review it and have a look where it was going wrong and try to rectify it for the next game.
Just coming here, and then we're coming over here.
Simon, you mentioned your captain then. It seems from the sidelines that he's not only played magnificently today, but he's having a fantastic World Cup as a player as well as a leader.
Yeah, he's all right. He goes. We've known each other a long time. Came to Stad and coached there when he was younger. He's grown immensely as a man. He's a strong family man with a great character, and he backs that up on the field with his talent. He's led us from the front right from the start. So really, I'm proud of him as not only as a captain, as part of our group, but having known him for a long time, I'm really proud to see his growth as a person.
So next question in the middle, then we're down here, and then back over on the left.
Bola, for both of you, do you think you have too much confidence before this game?
No, I don't think we had too much confidence. We prepared. There's a lot of outside noise with who we're playing next and what's going on in the future. We really tried to nail it to the task that's in front of us, the Georgian game. We have to review the game and see where we were losing that momentum, but it's important for us as a group not to get too far ahead of ourselves. A lot of people are patting us on the back, and we're a team that has to take each game as it comes. Like when people are asking about quarterfinals and stuff, that's why I always say, no, we have this task, we must prepare for that and respect that. So I don't think we were overconfident. I just don't think we executed in the first half, and we had no momentum. And Georgia were the ones that created that. It was all their play. It was all the work they were doing. They were very hungry in the match, and they played very well.
Luka Chachua, Georgian public broadcaster. First off, congrats on the win. You had a great game. Before the game, you mentioned that Georgia and Fiji are on the similar stage of development. We felt your respect, and it's mutual. And I would like to ask you about Georgia. How do you think team is developing, and with the inclusion of younger backline players, how they are kind of more threats from Georgia than just Crown?
Yeah, today was a perfect example. No, it's not just today. You see through the past 3 years, through the under-20s, the Georgian under-20s coming through have been fantastic. So you see their pathway and their growth is built for the future. So that's when I say we're very similar in terms of our pathways and our growth. We're both wanting to play at a high level. We're both wanting to get into those competitions that are Six Nations, getting to the TRC, those sort of things. And I think Georgia has a great platform going to the country as well in terms of infrastructure, grounds, those sort of things. They're well placed for success in the future, and we're very similar. So that's why I really have an affinity, a really healthy respect for them, because we're in a very similar position, different hemispheres, but we have a similar goals and what we want to achieve, and I think hopefully we're pushing further into getting into those positions.
Congratulations again, Simon and Captain Wise. Probably Wise, the game was tough in the first, a lot of challenges in the second. What was the conversation like between you and the players? What was the message? What were the discussions on the field?
I'll be honest with you all, today we didn't perform to our best ability, because credit to Georgia, they came in hard, and coming into this week, we know Georgia is going to come with their physicality and speed as well, same, and that's what we trained during the week, and the first half we didn't execute a lot of things, we made a lot of mistakes, and what I was telling the boys is that we keep on fighting, next job, refocus, keep fighting till the end, and on the second half we executed a few plays and we stuck in the fight till the end and we get the result.
Question in the third row and then in the front.
One question from both of you. Simon, what do you think about the game of Frank Lomani, and can he be back as a starter in the future? And for Waisea, did Frank Lomani bring you some calm in your game?
Definitely. We've got 3 nines that are very high quality. Frank has got a lot of experience playing at the test level and with the Drua, playing overseas as well. And he came on and he calmed it down, sped up the game when we need to play. So we want to, obviously we'll pick our best team. We'll analyse who's the best halfback to play against Portugal. But yeah, there's every chance that we'll have a look at the nines and see from results and select accordingly.
For me, I'm confident with all the 3.
Yep.
So to say, chasing the game at this level is quite hard, and for you personally as the coach, during those moments we have players in our ranks who step up at those moments, and one of them is Levadi, who again delivered a man of the match performance today. Just your comments on his efforts.
Yeah, well, Labani's a world-class player. He's proved it on the biggest level in Europe. For Fiji for a number of years. The All Blacks used to play sevens as well, so he's a quality player, leader within the group. Assists Weiss greatly within that leadership group, and yeah, he was outstanding again today. I don't think we ever got to the stage where we were chasing the game in the second half. We stayed calm. We knew that we had to get points on the board. We managed to get the try. Come back to I can't remember what the score was, but 2 points behind, and we stayed within the game. So I think that's one of the growths of the team. It wasn't like hectic, throw it around, just throw the ball around. We went back to what's been working for us, and we managed to get the points to get the result.
Time for one more question. We have a question at the back. Right.
I can hear
Here
you.
it comes. Here comes the microphone.
Hi.
Hi.
You were asked if you were too confident. It looked to me like you were nervous, maybe at the start, and you haven't. You could have finished off Australia today, and you haven't. Will that make for more anxiety before you play Portugal?
I think that's your perception. I think Georgia played well, and they put us under pressure. I don't think it was nerves. I think it's would be disrespectful on our part to say it wasn't anything other than that. They put us under pressure, and they really took it to us in that first half. So I think if there was any anxious or any nerves there, I think we could have really gone astray, not come back into the game. So I think we like you said, we could have won it, but the important thing was to win today, and we managed to get that result. So that's the most important thing for us. And now we've got to prepare for another good team, Portugal. We'd like to play a lot of rugby as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. That brings to a close the Fiji press conference. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Wasia.
Thank you very much.
Naka wakaleu.
Naka. Good luck. Thank you.